Finally, it allowed me to start recording. The Joker again. We'll be talking about the Joker. The critics hate this outstanding. Rotten Tomatoes. We all know rigs the reviews in favor of Disney, unless it's the Disney remakes. Or in favor of woke movies Us. Um, like Us. And of course, definitely Booksmart. Joker went down to 77%. So last time it was at 86 when I looked at it, and of course, people say it's always biased towards Disney movies. Let's look at how the Lion King remake has 53%. But the critics are starting to realize how bad these Disney remakes really are. And, um, well, how about they sell out for movies like The Hustlers, which had to give 4.7 on IMDb, 4.7 on IMDb. Um, of course, people are reviewing movies before they come out, but 4.7 on IMDb. Joker was currently at a 9.6. Probably by people who went to go who saw the film at Venice Film Festival and stuff, or the very early screenings. But there's a reason why there's a score on IMDb. IMDb, they start putting out people can review a movie once the movie premieres somewhere. I found out why the Angry Birds movie premiered in London, so people who hated the Angry Birds movie were allowed to review the movie, and of course, people in Britain were allowed to review the movie before because it came out in the UK before it came out in America. And I guess on Rotten Tomatoes, it's okay for people in Britain to review, which makes sense because Britain is another country. Um, every film should be able to have audience scores come out in the first country it releases in. So if it's still has to go for World 2, for example, if it comes out first in China, no, in Germany or Russia or something, or UK, there'll still be allowed to be reviews for that movie because it's already out in other countries. Joker. There are now a lot of reviews coming out that are negative. From the SJWs, the SJWs are now attacking the Joker because it's problematic, it's white supremacist, it's evil, it's bad. Joker is bad, and of course, this guy's even comparing the Joker to Nazis. Freaking Nazis. The Joker has nothing to do with Nazis, okay? Nothing to do with Nazis. But the Captain Marvel got to saying this means this movie has I think this movie now has a lower score than Trash, Captain Marvel. But now we're comparing Joker to Captain Marvel. Because you know what? Now, according to Rotten Tomatoes, Captain Marvel is a better movie. Captain Marvel, one of the most boring, terrible characters in all of movies, is considered worse. Joker is considered worse than Captain Marvel. Let's remember that. Joaquin Phoenix's, I think that's his name, performance of Joker, which was pretty great. Oh, no, it's considered pretty great. It's still, but the critics think this is a worse movie. Joker is a worse movie than Captain Marvel. Let's remember, every MCU movie has to have a certified fresh because that's how Disney makes the money. If Disney knows, Disney probably doesn't care if the Lion King remake gets bad reviews because people who grew up with the Lion King and Aladdin are going to eat it up anyways. Buy it. A lot of people are going to go see it just because it's a remake of the childhood classic. And it's being made by Disney. Um, it also has Disney's logo on it. Oh yeah, you know what other movie that critics think is better? The Door movie. Yes, the freaking Door movie. Some people are actually saying this is actually a good movie, but the Door Explorer movie. It's considered you consider this a better movie, critics, than Joker. This is a better movie than Joker. Let's remember this. Door and the Warsay of Gold is a better movie than Joker. Door and the Warsay of Gold is a better movie than Joker, according to critics. This is absolutely insane. The critics are trying to shoot down DC. I've been saying this for months. They're trying to shoot down DC because they know Marvel will have no competition. They try to shoot down anything that is comic related that does not have Disney's logo on it or Marvel's logo on it, and I bet they're gonna start trying to shoot down Spider-Man movies as well because of the whole Sony debacle. But if it doesn't have Disney's logo on it, it's automatically considered worse than the MCU because they want anything that is not the MCU to fail. They want everything like Alita Battle Angel. That's another movie based off a comic book. I'm gonna show you right now manga here. Uh. Oh my God, a manga. Unless this spelled wrong. Oh, yeah, I spelled it wrong. I'm stupid. Manga are comics or graphic novels created in Japan, so they're comics. Okay, don't have to argue with you about to show that one person doesn't say and of course the critics wanted Dark Phoenix to fail. I hate Jean Grey as a character, but I think Disney made sure that movie failed just so the X-Men can come into the MCU faster. And of course, the Joker is no exception to this anti um DC they have. They know that DC could give Marvel a run for the money. They know that. They knew Shazam was not a big movie, so they gave it good reviews compared to Marvel. And they knew that Shazam wasn't gonna do as well, was they were right. But this is what they're scared of. Let's go back to Joker movie. $80 million opening. That's the same as Venom. Of course, Venom was another problematic movie for critics because they hated that movie too. Um, and they probably hated that movie because but I bet if Venom had Disney logo on it, it would got 60% on Rotten Tomatoes at the very bare minimum. Okay, no MCU movie has a set below 60%. Um, Joker, $80+ million opening. That's how much people like the Joker movie, and this is $55 million US dollar budget. This budget is basically nothing for DC. Okay, this budget is small compared to every Marvel movie. Okay, an average Marvel movie has like $150 million budget to $180 million budget. Okay, and the audience score is 4.9. Critics realize how can not appreciate the artistic integrity of this movie. The depth of the story, and there's gonna be spoilers, so I'm not gonna go over it. I won't be surprised if this gets a sequel. And of course, even though it's not connected to DCEU, it's still considered a part of the DCEU. It's still considered a DCEU movie. Um, they said Joker isn't connected to the DCEU, but even then, the Joker is still a part of the DCEU universe. It is from as DCEU. Because we all know why this movie's not connected. Because this version of Joker was in the DCEU. The DCEU is kind of canceled already, I think. But even though they say it's not connected, they'll probably find if you look up DCEU movie, Joker shows up. Green Lantern's not DCEU movie. DC Extended Universe. Um, I noticed they changed that on Wikipedia. But the critics hate this movie because it's evil. It promotes violence. Okay, it's like the whole video game causes violence thing that was started by boomers. Okay, they think that oh yeah, Joker is not considered part of the DCU. They don't consider it anymore. Wikipedia doesn't even put it as a DCEU movie either anymore. There is Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman, Batman, Suicide Squad, The Flash, still rebooting The Flash as well. Suicide Squad, another remake of a reboot of the Suicide Squad that they had. They're rebooting the Suicide Squad. DCEU is gonna go for like a soft reboot, but Flash movie. They did confirm the Flash movie is coming out, but the Joker is not part of DCEU. It's still a DC movie, but it's not part of DC Extended Universe. Todd Howard Phillips, he said it's not part of DCEU. That's basically it about the Joker confusing people if it's the part of DCEU or not. The director says not, so. And of course, they hate this movie because it promotes violence. It's about it's incel and stuff. Blah blah blah. Um, the Joker is gonna have its own. Is gonna have a own. His basically be by itself. Its own movie. I'm gonna see if Box Office Mojo moved it from the DCEU because Box Office Mojo has all the DCEU movies. It's still a DC movie. Um, Clown movie. It's basically clown season right now. It's chapter 2. 51.6%. Um, that's the foreign audience for it. Um, it's go always do. It's chapter 2 is always gonna be in Annabelle Comes Home. That's how well It's Chapter 2 is doing compared to every other horror movie this year. It's being Us, or it's gonna be Us worldwide and become the highest grossing horror movie of the year. Probably knock down How to Train Your Dragon out of the top 10 worldwide. But, okay, so DCEU is still. Oh, yeah, we're on to DCEU. So Shazam, part of DC Extended Universe. It's still a part of DC Comics. Yeah, the Joker. But they still consider they don't have the Batman movie yet either. They consider the Joker part of DCEU. Still Box Office Mojo. They don't have the Batman movie listed here, or the Flash movie to confirm. There's another Flash movie coming out. A Flash movie coming out. The Flash movie is coming out. So yes, they finally confirmed the Flash is coming out. The guy who's making the movie said that Flash is coming out, still coming out. But they're kind of rebooting the DCEU. And Wikipedia is saying the DCEU movies. Box Office Mojo really needs to update the DCEU movies because the Flash is now coming out. Batman is coming out. Where people like Robert Pat, where people, there are probably people who are gonna try to boycott the Batman movie just because it has the guy from Twilight. People need to get over the fact that he was in one movie people didn't like. Okay, it was like the whole thing of Michael Bay. Uh, Everybody hates him for the Transformers movies. Okay, the Transformers movies were crap, but he didn't make a lot of very great war movies. He didn't make a few good war movies, and he didn't make Armageddon, a classic disaster movie. He also made Pearl Harbor and 13 Soldiers of Benghazi. Those are Michael Bay movies. Those are actually pretty great movies. I don't know. He didn't make, and the first Transformers movie and the third one are actually pretty great too. And also the Suicide Squad being made by James Gunn, he makes really. There was a whole controversy about him earlier with this year of the being a pedophile. But he is making the Suicide Squad. He does make really funny movies. So Suicide Squad will probably be the Suicide Squad, not the original one. The Suicide Squad. There's a difference. Will probably be pretty. It'll probably be like Guardians of the Galaxy. People are gonna say it's gonna be a failure, but it's gonna be like it's gonna have the same thought into a port like in Guardians of the Galaxy. Black Adam. Who's that? Black Adam. Black Adam is was tended was he considered to play Sam? So yes, that Black Adam back goes in development. Blue Beetle, never that's coming out. Deadshot, Deathstroke, Gotham City Sirens, Green Lantern Corps. Joker is actually coming. Joker was actually coming out, but the director of Joker decided to make it not a part of the DCEU. The Joker film. Joker is actually coming out, but it's not a part of the DCEU. Joker. So, and Harley Quinn is having her own movie called Birds of Prey. So, these movies are actually coming out. Harley Quinn is the Birds of Prey movie. It's about Harley Quinn, and Joker's getting his movie's coming out in a month. Wonder Woman 1984 is coming out next year too. DC, I hope DC starts making actual. Of course, the critics will try to vote down DC as much as possible, because they know DC is Marvel's main competition. They want to keep DC down as much as possible. But I think the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, even though a lot of people hate him for being in, you know, no, it's not. Ben Affleck's not to be in the movie. Oh, that's producers. Doesn't say cast. I was like, Ben Affleck's gonna be in. They were pleasing Ben Affleck or someone else. Even though people hate no, not Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson. I think people but Robert Pattinson has been in a lot of movies besides Twilight. Okay, people hate him just because he's in Twilight, and a lot of people hate Twilight on the internet. I don't like Twilight. Twilight wasn't a good movie, but I think the Batman's gonna do way better than Thor: Love and Thunder. The Suicide Squad's gonna do much better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, the Marvel movies are a joke. Okay, Shang-Chi that will probably do okay. If they manage to keep politics out of the movie, now let's go over the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it's the DCU. I'll make this a separate video. The MCU is kind of dead after the Avengers. Okay, the Avengers. I actually think Justice League sort of came out after the Avengers and Endgame. That's what I think it sort of came out after, because Marvel has no Avengers to go for. They killed off all the major characters, or ended their storylines in other ways and other means. And this is Phase 4. Doctor Strange will probably do well, but all the other, I think the only two movies that could do well is Black Widow and Doctor Strange, because people like the first Doctor Strange movie, and people like Black Widow enough. A lot of people love Black Widow. I like Black Widow. I want to see this, but is really anyone gonna see the Eternals? Is really anyone gonna see the Eternals? I'm not saying I'm saying that's a serious question. Over Wonder Woman 1985 and not 85, 84. Okay. Shang-Chi that's about the Mandarin. Shang-Chi, that's about the Mandarin. I think a lot of people are gonna see that just because the Mandarin is in it. It's about the Mandarin. But this is the one we're talking about. Thor: Love and Thunder. This is the one we're talking about right here. Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay. Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay. Batman is gonna do way better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay. Shang-Chi will probably make a decent amount of money. Okay. Shang-Chi will probably make a decent amount of money. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will probably make $1 billion. Just Doctor Strange is that cool of a character unless they ruin it. It all depends if Disney ruins it, but Disney will try to find a way to make it go $1 billion, because you know that's how Disney is, putting the most amount of screens possible, do all that stuff. But the Batman's coming out a month later, and I think Batman's gonna surprise people. Okay, the Batman's gonna surprise people. James Henson's Robert Pattinson and Nicholas Hoult, and they cast Pattinson. People are angry because it's Robert Pattinson because he appeared in one movie people hated called Twilight. I hate Twilight. Twililight's terrible, but He'll probably still be better than Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is terrible. I hate Ben Affleck. Um, he also stinked in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald too. Oh yeah, Black Adam is I think he's a villain in Shazam. Yeah, he's gonna be in the second Shazam movie. He's gonna be in the second Shazam movie because the first one was about Sivana, the bad guy. He's the one who like wanted to introduce the Seven Deadly Six, and then there's Black Adam, who is the evil Shazam. I think it's gonna be in the sequel of Shazam. Shazam 2 is about to come out in 2022. Okay, Shazam 2. I think they said the movies could come out. I think the movies could come out in 2022. It looks like the movies are set in stone, but Shazam 2 could probably easily come out in 2022. Okay, they only have Aquaman 2. Shazam 2 can easily come out in 2022, or release Black Adam in 2022. And make Shazam 2 come out in 2023. It's set up Black Adam's character, how he became who he is and stuff. And Shazam 2 will have him and his the eventual confrontation with Black Adam as a character. Shazam, both of them fight in the second movie, and he's like the main villain of the sequel. And that's basically it. Goodbye.